then my teammates at the time. Had some great teammates. They have a lot to do with why I'm here. Kenny Keever, I know he's back there somewhere.
The troll.
Yeah, Kenny Forehand, Matt and Hans Rose, JT Fertiller, Jay McFadden, Mike Tonga, Masafumi. He's a good runner. Brent LaFleur, John Massey, Tom Stinnett, Rodney Bird, Scott Etheridge, Will Veely, Kevin Sullivan, Frank Kump, Neil Schindler, John Floyd, Carrot, we kind of talked about this earlier. In fact, I have it noted in here. My dad's house. We were at a sevens tournament down in Texas A&M, and I'm not going to get. Don't worry, I'm not getting too graphic. I'm on
nothing to
we go out in Houston, and Carrot met a lovely young lady. Brought it back to my dad's house, and she just wouldn't stop talking all night. I was gonna get her to shut up. I don't know what's going on up there, but she was screaming. And of course, David Rocket. Cheers, David.
Yeah, Rocket.
Love playing with Rocket. And Geezer, David Ray. He was the meanest, nastiest, but he's also the most loyal man that I know. I mean, he taught me a lot about this game, and I miss just seeing his face and kind of having him come just encourage me and make you better. He always made you better. Thank you, Geezer. And of course, the Roses. We had some fun Roses back then. You girls completed the club. We had so much fun. Dana and Megan and Deborah and Michelle and Sally and it was we had a lot of good times, and I appreciate all you guys. I'll talk about some specific people. First of all, Brandon Ferris. A lot of you guys remember Brandon? Brandon was a badass. He was. You know what? I was thinking about Brandon, and you guys ever heard the word alacrity?
No.
Hey, all my 3.1 knows what that word is.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you this word, and you're going to think about somebody, someone's going to come to mind, and you're going to define them as this, and it's someone who has the speed and eagerness and cheerfulness and willingness to go to battle.
Yeah. Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's Brandon. Brandon was fired up before a game. He was fired up to get on the field. He had a lot of alacrity. I missed playing with him. Kelly, besides Deion Sanders, I think you're the next all-around athlete I've ever met, dude. Kelly,
I love Kelly.
I love Kelly too. And I know DT's in here. Was it Simbo, Millington? You guys, I didn't get to see y'all play together. I hear stories of how great y'all were and amazing, and you know, there's no back three better than you guys.
Wait till later, they get better.
This isn't all about me. And I think me and Brandon and Kelly, I think it'd been a good tough selection. That's all I'll say. I don't want to dishonor you guys, but these guys were good. David Millington, I always admired you. I related with you well. I admired you. I appreciated your mentorship. You took me under your wing, and I always appreciated the good times that we had. Cheers, brother.
I was your teacher, buddy.
You were my teacher. You were. Couldn't have had a better one. But I will share something about David. And it's a trait and a characteristic and a skill set, actually, that I still carry on today. And one of the things David taught me, some of you young guys can learn from this, is to have a try to tackle ratio of about 5 to 1. 5 tries to 1 tackle.
What's wrong now?
That's my point. I was like, that's. I want him to be my mentor.
You pick off the pass. You don't let them pass.
And
You pick it off.
that's pretty much how I live my rest of my career. Except for tomorrow, I'm going to make the tackles. But I really appreciate Larry Nafee for passing that down to you, Dave. Because no one really perfected it like we do. Johnny, you showed up, or I showed up, and you added something to us that none of us had. You had championships under your belt. I mean, real championships, collegiate championships, multiple-time All-American. I'm not sure what your accolades are, but the one thing I really appreciate you is your competitive optimism. You were optimistic in every situation we were in, and it was contagious. We all fed off of that. And there were times when we were getting our ass kicked and we were down. Not very many, but it was there. And you were like, but the reason I appreciate it the most is because when you got fired up and you weren't optimistic and you were pissed, then we knew we had to step it up. And that's one thing I appreciate about playing with you, and I always love playing with you.
Love playing with you.
All right, Hoss and Bone. This was tough. I started writing stuff down, and I just getting flooded. I just got tripped up. I couldn't keep writing, but so like I mentioned, I was in this fraternity and showed up here, and my life was changing, and these guys were far from what I couldn't even be different. It's like oil and water, you know. And these guys, both of them, because they were brothers, basically, just took me in every freaking way possible. As a teammate, first of all, and Bone, I'll start with you, brother. You and Hoss, I wasn't the meanest guy out there, but you taught me to be mean when I needed to be, because you were freaking mean. not just to the opposition, to the rest of us, but you did. But in a way that made us better. You were just doing what you thought was right, and you were lifting us up, building us up. And I see that now. You weren't mean to me in a way that was disrespectful or anything like that, but in a way that when you talk to me, I better freaking step it up. And you taught me to be fit. You taught me to play freaking hard every single minute. And what you taught me to be is not to be a pussy. Because you played hurt, and you expected everybody else to do the same. And when things were tough and things were down, it's like you better step it up and bring it. And I appreciate that about you, Bone. And I miss playing with you. And Hoss, you gave me that chance. You stepped up for me, and you said, "You're like, I fought for you." I remember those specific words. I had to argue to get you on the field. If it wasn't for that, for you seeing that and believing in me, then who knows what had happened. I might not even be a regular player, but over the years, you showed me how to play this game and play it in a way that's respectful, freaking classy, and freaking hard-nosed. And you had an expectation of us that not many people had on their players. When you were our captain, you expected greatness. And it taught me to be